Have you ever noticed how people seem to only seek out information that confirms what they already believe? This tendency is called confirmation bias, and it's a common cognitive bias that can affect anyone. In this video, we'll explore what confirmation bias is, why it happens, and some examples to help you spot it. Let's start with the basics. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out, interpret, and remember information in a way that confirms what we already believe. While ignoring or dismissing evidence that contradicts our views, it's a type of selective thinking that can lead us to make poor decisions and can contribute to misunderstandings in conversations. So why does this happen? One reason is that it's easier for us to process information that confirms our existing beliefs, because it requires less cognitive effort. On the other hand, processing information that contradicts our beliefs can be more challenging and may cause us to feel uncomfortable or threatened. Additionally, we tend to have a greater recall for information that is consistent with our beliefs, which means we're more likely to remember examples that confirm what we already think, while forgetting about instances that contradict our views. Now let's look at some examples of confirmation bias. In the realm of news and politics, people often engage in selective exposure, where they choose to read news outlets that align with their political views and avoid those that do. For instance, a person who supports one political party might only read news articles from that party's perspective and ignore those from other parties. This can reinforce their existing beliefs and make it difficult to consider alternative viewpoints. Another example of confirmation bias can be seen in health and lifestyle choices. Let's say someone is on a keto diet and they're looking for information about its effectiveness. They might search for success stories and testimonials online, but ignore scientific studies that show potential downsides to the diet. In this case, the individual is seeking out information that confirms their belief in the benefits of keto, and disregarding evidence that contradicts it. Furthermore, confirmation bias can also play a role in our personal relationships. If you have a negative perception of someone and believe that they dislike you, you might start to notice every small thing they do that seems to confirm your belief. For example, if they don't respond to your messages right away, you might assume they're ignoring you. However, you might also start to ignore any kind gestures or positive actions they take towards you. As a result, your belief that they dislike you becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Finally, superstitions are another common example of confirmation bias. If you believe that a certain lucky charm will bring you good fortune, you might remember times when you felt you got lucky because you had the charm with you. However, you might forget about the times when it didn't seem to have any effect. This selective memory reinforces your belief in the charm's power, even if there's no actual evidence to support it. In conclusion, confirmation bias is a pervasive cognitive bias that can affect our decision-making and critical thinking. By understanding what confirmation bias is and how it works, we can become more aware of our own biases and work to overcome them. This can help us make better decisions, form stronger relationships, and engage in more productive discussions.